makeup today, bitch. Black goddess vibes. I mean, that's every day though. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah. How you doing, bitch? How you doing? Alright, so, bitch, I swear, my dad rubbing my tongue with soap that time didn't do nothing for my curse. I swear to, listen, anywho, that's another story time actually. So, I get, my depression is pretty heavy when it hits, right? And anxiety, whatever, but this is more like depression based. So, I'm gonna say, I know, like, first of all, with depression, you don't even want to get out of your bed. Like, you just want to stay in bed, be swallowed by the blanket. It's like the worst thing ever, but it's what helps us cope. It's our protection, because like that's all we know is our bed. Genuinely, like, we're in it every night. Like, that's like, you know. But we can't let that, like, I hate when my depression overcomes me and I'm just in bed. Like, it's the worst thing. So here's a few important things that I just felt might help y'all, because it helps me, okay? And my depression is no joke, bitch. But I'm a strong bitch, so I always overcome it. You see, the soap never helped my tongue. Like, okay, so self-care, facial masks, nails, hair, and water. Let me turn this down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, so by facial masks, I have a few things here to show y'all that I feel have been helping me recently. Okay, so there's this one. It's charcoal facial cleanser. I think it's really fucking good. Like, my face has cleared up enough. My face is cleared up enough from Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever you guys want to go. Y'all know what it is. But yeah, and it says charcoal is really good for the skin, so I would definitely try it. And it was pretty cheap. Now, this was like a little sampler, but like, I'm keeping a little bottle. There's still some in there. I'm keeping a little bottle. It's Vasanti Brighten Up, and it's been actually clearing my forehead. So like, because I used to have a lot of a little, like, not a lot, but like dark spotting, whatever, and like it's clearing it up and it brightens. So that's really awesome. And then I was asking, because like my face gets so oily and all these things, like, honestly, be real with yourself. Like, looks is hella important, and your looks is mainly important to yourself, because if you don't feel on top, like if you don't look on top, you're not gonna feel on top. Like, you need to take care of yourself in every way, mentally, emotionally, physically, right? So I get really oily in my face. It pisses me off all the time. Makeup be sliding, like, bitch, makeup be sliding. Summertime, wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. But ask the lady, what's a matting cream? Like a cream that'll soak it all up, you know what I mean? So this one is Bioderma. I hope I'm saying that right. Matte Control. I think you guys would like that if you want to try it. And then this has been my bitch for a minute, as you guys can see. It's like down here. I've been using it. It's from Dollarama. Yes, bitch, I said Dollarama. It's probably like, what, $3-4, which is worth it to me. It's a Dead Sea body mask treatment, whatever, salt, minerals, all that, whatever. Leave it on for 15 minutes. As you can see, I'm sitting here through the video, so 15 minutes or more doesn't really matter. But this has, honestly, when I have breakouts, pimples, whatever the case, or when, you know, Aunt Flo just packs her damn suitcase and says, bitch, I'm coming by, and you get those pesky breakouts, whatever, this with a little bit of toothpaste dries that shit out. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. So if you guys want to try that too, Dollarama. Now, for nails, I always go into shop, you know, in Shoppers, like those little cuticle sticks with a little scooper thing at the, yeah, I use those, because it's just like, who wants to have dusty, crufty cuticles on your hands and feet? Like, you don't, you're not gonna feel good, and it's gonna add to the depression. Like, you're gonna be looking at yourself like, I'm so crusty. Like, you don't want to feel like that. So I would say always take care of your cuticles, because that's what really helps me. Like, I pride myself in, you know, or you can go to salon, but like, sometimes I do shit myself. You feel me? So, okay, on to the next. Hair. I mean, just wash your hair in general. Like, give yourself a little, you know, scrub, whatever, a little treatment, or just to refresh your scalp and your mind. I just feel like depression just overcrowds everything, and you just, I feel like even if you got a little bit of oil or dirt or like sweat, it's just gonna add on to you, and you're gonna feel literally like you're sinking to the ground. Like, so you gotta like keep everything as fresh as you can, even though you feel like shit. Like, you literally, when you're depressed, you feel like just bricks all over you with strings. I mean, like chains and bricks, pretty much. I know, I got you, I know. And water. I say this because a bitch can never get enough. No, I'm joking. But like, it's important. You want to stay hydrated. It makes you feel more upbeat, energized, makes you feel alive. I find when I'm not drinking as much water, I pretty much feel like shit. And then I start turning to juice because I always want my tongue to be like, what's that? Like, get back on the trail of water, especially when you feel like your depression's rising up on you. Water, 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 water. All right. Now, specific songs, okay? For example, when I'm depressed, I always, and I say always, when I am fucking depressed as fuck, I listen to Katy Perry's, what is it, Teenage Dream. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream, the way you turn me on. Yo, it just uplifts your spirit, and whatever the case, you know what I mean? So you need to go back to that one song that made you feel like you're on a slow ride with like wind, and just that type of song that never makes, has no down whatsoever. That was my song, so I always play that when I'm feeling down. I don't because it's easy. Y'all know it's easy as fuck to associate songs with people, and they ruin it. They ruin the song. Don't put that, like, go to play a song that has always been a happy place for you. Okay, so self-evaluation and what makes you happy. Now, I think there's a moment throughout my depression where I'll sit up and I'll just like evaluate myself and what I've been going through, and what makes me happy. I'll think about what makes me happy and what I need to change. Okay, so like, take a minute. Instead of letting the bed eat you, just take a minute, talk to yourself, think to yourself, and think, oh, like, for example, taking walks to the lakeshore. I love walking. I absolutely love walking. So I'll be like, let me take a walk. Because I love being home. I love watching shit. I love chilling, whatever the case. Like, it's my comfort zone. But sometimes you just need to do a little more, because you cannot let your depression win. You cannot. So, little walks, take a little walk, lakeshore, wherever, blah, blah, blah. Just find something in yourself that truly makes you happy, or even, I don't know, building little planes and flying them, doing your nails, learning tutorials on YouTube, like, you know what I mean? Clean hard, whatever is gonna bring you back to a space where you were like, oh, I'm living and I feel good. Legit, I'm serious. Okay, so you gotta think about, honestly, it doesn't help. It's gonna sound like it doesn't help, but you have to think about what makes you unhappy. You have to think about what brought you to the place that you have to think about the moments before getting so depressed. It could be work, it could be a relationship, it could just be yourself and your thoughts, it could be mood swings, could be your time of month, could be friends, whoever, family, and this goes for males and females. Like, you got to think about what makes you unhappy so that you can, like, yeah. So, what makes you unhappy, where you feel you're okay, you got to think about where you feel you're lacking. So, for example, I stay on Indeed all the time, right? You got to think about where you're lacking. If you don't like something, or you don't like a job, or you're not getting whatever, blah, 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 you got to try to be a few steps ahead of yourself, right? Okay, so think about where you're lacking. Just think about ideas how to improve on it. It's gonna take you some time. Depression doesn't last a fucking day. We all know this. But you gotta put your best foot forward for yourself, even when you're like in the bed, and your head's under the pillow, and you're like, oh, I'm shielded, I'm protected. Think about what you're lacking and how you can improve so you can feel better when you lift the pillow from your fucking head, because the bed is not gonna win, like I said. Now, back to walking. I don't give a fuck if y'all take a 10-minute walk. I don't care if you guys take, look, 10 minutes, an hour, half an hour, whatever. I strongly advise for people to take, okay, I don't want to hear that right now, bitch. Okay, so I advise people to take walks. I love walks. It clears your mind. It lets you breathe. Like, it's away from the bed. It's out of your house. Please, just walk. Walk. Water and walk are two of the most important. Water and walk. I'm telling you, my depression is heavy. This is no joke, eh? I'm letting y'all know what helps me. Okay, so that's it. Oh my god, okay, like, bitch, this is one of my favorite. Dancing at home, dancing in your room, dancing in your kitchen, bitch, dancing in your living, just dance, twerk, do a slide. I don't really know no slide. Just, you know, get your little, you know, put on a song that's always made you, you know, bounce a cheek. Like, it really helps. Honestly, you feel back to yourself, you feel energized. And then I feel like this is what happens for me when I'm depressed. When I dance and then I get more into it, and then I start remembering songs that I like to move to, then it just urges you to want to work out and exercise. Then next thing you know, you're dancing, and then you're fucking squatting at the same time, and then you're just like, okay, let me pick up a weight. Okay, let me get my jump rope. Okay, now let me go for a walk. Oh, maybe I should jog tonight. You know what I mean? It's like a domino effect in a good way. I'm telling you. Okay, the next one. Cook something that you can be proud of. Now, listen, I know whenever that people hear that, they think, oh, it has to be some fucking chef shit. No, bitch, it could be some fucking, oh my god, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. It might not be a secret, but bitch, it's my secret. Pancakes or French toast with vanilla Oreos. God damn, it is so fucking good. And I'm just make something yummy, or so whatever the flavor, make something for yourself that makes you happy, that you can just enjoy, and that gets you up and moving. And honey, who doesn't love to eat, honey? Okay, try not to. Yeah, as I was saying about the bed, please do your best to try not to get eaten by your covers, because it is so easy to just want to stay in that one spot and not see the light. Let me tell y'all something real quick. So as I was dating this pretty shitty person, I was going through depression, and they took it as a fucking joke. You're a fucking joke. Oh my god, let me not get off track. But basically, there was a moment where I was sitting in my room, and usually, look, like, the light coming through right now is so, like, it's beautiful, like, I love it. But during my depression, the light is the last thing I want to see. I know a lot of y'all can relate. The light is the last thing that I want to see. And this is what really made me snap out of it, because I just knew that I had to, like, give back to myself and everything, and bitch, pick up your life. Because a truck passed by, a really big truck passed by my window, and that moment of darkness that it took over my window, I felt so relieved. And that was, like, one of the scariest, saddest things. And when I explained this to the person I was seeing, like, they were anything but supportive. Like, they laughed. If you have anyone around you like that, please throw them away. Throw them the fuck away. Please, for your health and safety, throw them away. But yeah, do not let your covers eat you. Please try your best to just, girl, boy, look back and listen to what I said. Don't let your covers in your bed eat you and win. Depression ain't no joke, but do not get eaten up by the bed, even though it's our most comfortable spot. Give yourself time. Okay, so yes, give yourself time, of course. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my depression lasts a little bit, but it comes a moment where, like I said, you just gotta get up, drinking more water, take care of your appearance, your cuticles. No one wants dusty cuticles. Wash your hair, feel fresh, eat whatever, dance around, and give yourself time. And over time, when you stop thinking about how depressed you are, and you're just taking the time to take care of yourself and do what you enjoy or eat what you enjoy, whatever the case, you'll start to feel better. You'll be like, oh, like a bitch is still living. Like a bitch is still alive. Trust, it works. Oh my God, realize, especially coming from a past where you just feel just alone in ways, and like you didn't have much support, or I don't make friendship, like I know people, we all know people, but like I don't make close-knit friendships easily. Like, so that being said, and you know what I mean, like I just, no matter who I try to connect with, like it just doesn't work, and I'm always like chilling, like I'm chilling, like I don't know what it is, I'm just my own person. Realize you are all you need. Another thing that I do is, who doesn't love a relationship? Like when I don't know, when I'm dating and I just got, you know, like a girl by my side, I'm just like, like this feels so good, like what up babe, like like come sit with me, let's watch shit, let's kiki together, like let's laugh, let's be in love. But sometimes it can be so toxic, and then you'll feel like, what, you have nothing? No, you need to realize that you're all you need, especially when you are okay, no, it is nice to have a helping heart when you are depressed. Like it's a good thing. But what I find is, it is only us who will truly pick ourselves up and get us back to normal, especially in our own personal space. You know what I mean? There's not always going to be someone there to pick you up, make you do this, make you drink this, make you be active like this, whatever the case, blah blah blah. So you are all you need. You are all you need. We are all we need. Okay, tell your low battery, tell yourself great things every day, every fucking day. I'm still working on this. You gotta tell yourself great things. If you don't, where do you think it's gonna come from? You have to love yourself if you want anybody else to love you. I was telling the last girl this too, like, bitch, don't come here treating me no way because you don't know how to treat yourself, honey. I'm not finna give you all of my goodness and all my love and all my, you know, mental, emotional courage pushes, and then drain myself. Like you have to love yourself. You have to be, you know what I mean? So if you even listen, I've seen videos before where people say, write post-it notes, stick it somewhere. Do what the fuck you need to do. Just know that you are bomb.com 100,000%, and no one can take that from you if you genuinely know it in yourself. I know I'm that bitch, but we all go through shit, and depression's one of them. Hey, shoot yourself. Wait, what did I write? This red pen is so, what is that? I don't know what that says. Sorry, y'all. And then oh my God, the last thing. Let go of toxic things and people. Let go of toxic things and people. As hard as it is, sometimes you need to take a break from some weed. Sometimes you need to take a break from alcohol, because there was one time, yo, listen, I was going through this breakup, bitch, when I tell you I was hitting that Henny real hard. I still like Henny. I was hitting that Henny real hard though. But like you have to be able to take control of yourself. Sometimes it might even take a friend to be like, girl, that's a bit much of a Henny. Like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we know what's best for us. We know what's hurting us. We know when we ask people certain questions more than once, we be knowing, like we know. So let go of toxic things and people. As hard as it is, you will come up on top, and you will feel a whole lot fucking better. Along with the water, they're like the shit that you drop, and then your body is just like, not to life, bitch. Yeah, I just said that. So that's how that's what helps me through my depression. That's what helps me through my depression, and I hope it helps some of y'all. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, because I don't know, I don't want to stop making videos, but I need, you know what I mean, you need your viewers on shit. But yeah, so love you guys. Talk to you later.